then I'll go to you, and
What,
then I'll
Eli?
say, you're not even listening to me.
Let me sit there.
No, you're not.
You'll start your open and then we'll go to you.
And then you, well, yeah, I'll start, and then you go to you,
Then
and then I'll
girls.
say, and today we're here with a few special guests,
Uh-huh.
and I will let them
Something,
introduce
yeah.
themselves.
Look at Aisha taking the lead. I like this.
So wait, who's introducing me?
Yo, what you doing?
Oh,
Makeup.
You said you wanted to.
who am I? Shakira.
Wait, Tabasco.
I don't play when you're listening.
You don't want me to say booty?
Here's Booty.
This is Booty.
Alright.
I can't. I'm done with life.
What? That's what I said. Did you? I guess I'm just.
No, what you should have did was you
Everybody
should have
has
just
a
hit
cool
record
name.
and get off.
You want to use Tabasco?
Exactly.
Aha. Got him.
Bruce has Bruce. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Aja, aka Encore. Do you want more? And today we are back with another episode of the Opposites Attract podcast with my lovely co-host.
Ray, aka the Grand. You know what it is.
And today we have a few special guests joining us, and I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves. We'll start here.
Tabasco.
Good. Yeah, Bruce. I'll just go with Bruce. That's it. My name Boogie. You can Google me. Only got Gmail.
Don't
You
Google
can't. You cannot Google him. I promise. You cannot Google
He
him.
said he got Gmail, so you can Google it.
You can't Google him.
Oh, please don't. Yeah, don't Google him, anyone, please. Just a little background with everyone that we have here. It's my brother, guys. So, and my cousin,
Why you gotta say a little so
his
bland?
brother.
Yeah, my brother. I still didn't verify, but you know, I'm going with it. So it's kind of too late in our lives to go.
You gotta claim my cousin.
That's right. I'll
And one of my closest friends, over 15 years here, nice enough to join us.
She just told her age,
And I'm a young
I'm 15. Oh.
15 and a half.
You hear me? So I'm 15.
We're having a little too much fun already, you
Okay.
see. So today we are going to talk about kind of who has more pressure to be beautiful or attractive in society, if it's men or
These
women.
water bottles.
Obviously, we know it's women,
Negative.
Agreed.
No.
but
Yo no sé, my friend.
some of the guys might have a different view on that.
For now.
What do you think?
I think women do.
Why?
Of course.
Because you guys are here doing all this. Because there's like a pressure that you guys put aside without really putting us there, but expect it at the
Yeah,
same
but I
time.
mean, it's the same for dudes though too. Like,
But like what?
women have expectations for dudes too. Like nobody wants to be with a bummy dude, right?
A career.
But that's both ways.
Alright, think about this. Most of the products that are marketed for like skincare, beauty,
It's all
Dr.
women
Miami, it's literally
It's not a
marketed
business.
towards women.
But I
All
feel
y'all
like-
got is Rogaine.
You put that on yourselves. You put that on yourselves.
Old Spice.
Yo,
I would say I think the market grew from
Yeah.
the need.
see,
right?
honestly, I really think that it depends on what perspective you look at it from.
That's
Okay.
true.
If you go by society standard, then
Well,
yes, women
parents.
have it worse.
Appearance wise?
Yeah.
Women have it worse if you go by society standards. Because, like Aja just said, the way the media portrays what a woman is supposed to be, the appeal of a woman from the hair to the skin complexion, the perfect skin, perfect shape, then I'll say yes, women.
But I feel like that's unfair to say when we looking at what we actually go through as individuals.
No, I know, but that's why I said it depends on what lens you look under.
I got
If you look at the societal lens, the general consensus and what you see in the media and ads, billboards, then yeah, it's women. But then when we look about every day in the world,
Okay.
people don't seem as caring. I'm trying to word this very, very nicely. As caring about those things to me. From what I've experienced, what I've seen, it doesn't, because I've seen some not so societal standard looking people.
Yeah, because who has the time and ability and money
Or
to
the
keep
money.
up with all that? Like, alright, like, if you think about women, help me out with this. Think about all the expenses. We gotta get our fingers and toes
Choice.
done, eyebrows done,
Choice.
wax the hoo-ha,
Choice.
buy clothes.
Wax the
There,
hoo-ha.
no, there won't choices, but then
Hashtag
if-
wax the hoo-ha.
No, that doesn't count though. But it's true because people act like if you have a bush, it's crazy. They're like, oh.
I can't be your friend.
Yeah. Like
What? You didn't wax this week? No.
They
We
act
can't be
like-
cool.
They're like, you still got what down there? Like,
Get your hair done.
yeah.
But honestly, I think
But some girls don't like men that have hair
I'm
down
about to
there.
say,
Or
see.
period.
you gotta get manscaped.
But it's not as
But, do you
it's
have
not
to
as
promote
heavy. No, it's just not as heavy, like portrayed as
What do
women
y'all have to
is.
do? I want to know.
Other than haircuts.
Listen,
Fitness.
I'm about to say, I gotta be fit.
Listen.
That's not
I
everybody.
got a dad bod. I don't know what they talking about. I got a dad
That's
bod.
preference. Because I don't like females with makeup.
No.
I'm not.
No.
You know, that's
I
not
don't
my
either.
attraction.
No, I
I'm
know.
attracted to natural
Yeah.
beauty. So, I mean, it's all in preference.
But I'm not even talking about things that you would do to necessarily appeal to the other sex, but just
Enhance
like,
your look.
yeah, like generally, like as females, this is just how I see it. If you are not at least like average, then there's like people are like looking down on you or like
Then-
get
Then you hear,
You know,
throw the
like-
whole woman away.
right, like it's stuff like that. So there are things that no matter what. I feel like no matter who you're talking about, you could be the most confident person in the world, they still have some level of insecurity, and that really plays in, sometimes that's why we wear
But I
makeup,
feel
that's
like
why we get our
But I think
hair
that plays into. I think that's societal though.
Well,
Yeah.
society
I think society.
done.
So let's try to wing out society. Because if we look at it, okay, they got it.
Yeah, society. Society is gonna set the tone for everything. But I think if you're groomed in an environment to embrace who you are as an individual, outside and inside, I don't think you conform to. Oh, you gotta be pretty and you gotta have Coke bottles shaved and this and
No,
the
I think
third.
at some level you still do.
I don't know. Like, see, I'm lucky. Lauren doesn't do that. I'm lucky. She does. Now, her being print is something that she's always just been into.
What do you
Like,
mean she doesn't do that?
like she doesn't really. Like, I've seen her just go out and be comfortable, sweats, t-shirt, wrap on her head because her hair's still getting
But
in the middle
that's
of getting done.
that's
Yeah.
rare.
That's why I said I'm lucky. I'm lucky I don't have
But
because
then when you-
I think it would drive me insane if she spent too much time.
Why? You look at how it's conceited?
No,
See,
not
but
even
then that
conceited.
can
It
go
was just
against,
it's
though.
vain. It's
That can
super
go
vain.
against because then some guys will look at it like put a little time into yourself.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's like
See,
if
I
you
guess
know-
it's balanced. It's balanced. for me.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
of course, yeah, presentable. And not even necessarily presentable to my standard, but presentable
in
to
general.
yours. And,
Yeah.
clean. You know what I'm saying? Groom yourself. Can't be out here with the looking like a whole
Bonnets.
jungle.
Bonnets.
A whole jungle out in these streets. But I also think men. I think it's so easy for us to get situated to be outside and be out and about in the world. Like a haircut is super simple.
I feel like it's covered.
Yeah,
though.
alright.
I feel
Throw on
I feel
some
males
sweats
are
and a
more
t-shirt.
sensitive than females when it comes to stuff like that.
And I think that it's more hidden
Exactly,
as
'cause
well.
we got that
I
macho.
think
we got the
it's
appear
there, right?
Macho,
but
like
it's
a
hidden.
macho, and
So
it's
say
not
more
all
about
good
that.
masculine. Like for me,
Well,
I used to be very skinny.
yeah.
I had my insecurities, and what made me do that is when my girlfriend laid on me and felt my pelvic bone. I'm like, damn, I can't have this. And you putting your
I
hand
remember
in
you
there.
want to wear V-neck t-shirts.
You know what I mean? I had 3 shirts on. That was my insecurity, and
Yeah.
I took it upon myself
To change that.
Now, reverse, my girlfriend, we've been together since we was teenagers, so she gained, put on a little weight, and her insecurity is how I view her now. And my viewpoint of it is not so much of her gaining weight, it's her gaining weight and allowing herself to feel bad about gaining weight.
Yeah.
Not so much her gaining weight, I still love it. You
Right.
know what I mean? But it's the fact that she allowed herself,
That's
you know what she's
self-esteem.
doing, and say, I'm
Yeah.
insecure. She want to pull her shirt down with her belly showing. No, let's work on
Embrace
together. Let's
it
do
and
something.
work out, yeah.
But
But
not
I still
everybody's
overall-
as kind as you with that.
He ain't.
I'm not kind.
Well, I'm saying, but you have the understanding.
Yeah,
no,
people.
no, right. I think just like the understanding
Yeah.
of it. Not everybody's
Like we
that.
here
What were you
now,
gonna
we
say?
gained some weight. Now let's try to work
Yeah.
on it. Not so much being insecure
What
about
were you
it.
gonna say, Bruce?
No, I mean, you're right, because like I think the overall, like besides like society, I think also like your partner's preference has a lot to do with that too. You know what I mean? Like, like he just said too, Lauren is comfortable going out in sweats or whatever, but he got to be comfortable with that too. You know what I mean? You can't just like drag her down and it be an issue.
I ain't trying to get snuffed anyway.
Yeah, I think age plays a role.
Yeah,
Because as
age,
you
that's
get
already-
older and then you see people coming up, even though you don't compare yourself, you kind of end up comparing yourself, regardless of how you feel about yourself.
This might be weird, but I'm kind of okay with some of the pressures that people go through to stay appealing. I feel it makes some of us in a way kind of stay on our A game. Like sometimes a guy who's in the gym, he might hit the gym a little harder because he like yo, like you seen how much he benched, and then another female might see a female that's gorgeous and be like, I gotta do it up. I ain't going hard enough.
Females look at other females and say, not so much I wish I had that, but more so like idolize her physique or something.
I wouldn't say idolize.
Yeah, I like
because I'll look at somebody, but I'm not willing to work for it. I'm like, ooh,
that look good on you.
That ain't for me.
That took 10 years of work. No.
You worked out in the gym for a year? No, I can't do
do
it.
Yeah.
But there is, you look at other people and it's like, I wish I worked out like people. I
Why
don't,
you can't?
because I hate exercise.
Well, that's what I'm saying. My thing isn't actually like idolizing someone's body, but their dedication.
Yeah, their
to
dedication
fitness.
to
So that'd be like
and eating, like
eating clean and
But
just
you guys.
But I know that we
the
can do.
females can do that as well, right?
Yeah,
but
Dr. Miami is quicker.
it's quicker and it's 6 weeks instead of
but
6 months.
But it's synthetic.
No, if
It's
it's a
not
fat
real.
transfer, it's just my fat to somewhere
No,
else.
it's
It's the same thing.
You ain't getting something taken out.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing
Team
put in.
Natural, ladies and gentlemen, just to put that out there. Just to put it out there.
Team natural fat transfer.
Love your skin. Love the
Fresh
skin you
face.
in.
Fresh face.
Do not give Mr. Miami any more of your money.
But if you want to, it's okay.
No.
For it. Dr. Miami.
We
We're
don't
not
like
judging. We don't
You
judge.
can build your bod.
Who said something?
This is not Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, it is.
No, but you really can go online and like build your body.
It's the same thing on the gym.
That is
Nah,
true.
but you're putting in a hard work and effort to sculpt the way
And
you
I'm
need
putting
to.
a hard
I put
effort
it
to get enough
to
money.
get enough money to do it.
That's funny.
That is the same thing. I work doubles
is
to
not
make this
the same.
6,000.
Especially if it's silicone.
It is.
We're not getting nothing
We're not
put
the
in.
silicone. Fat transfers are really not as bad. It is your
It's
own
still
body.
bad.
No.
But that's how women justify it. Or people. I won't say women. People justify
I can
it.
understand
That's how
the
people
silicone.
justify it. Because it's fat from another part of my area that's not as pleasing. And
Yeah.
I'm putting it to somewhere that's pleasing.
Yeah.
That's how the justification
I'm
comes
giving
in.
and receiving.
No.
We're all about giving.
I'm
No.
taking them in free.
See, me, it's dope. Like, and this is I guess my personal preference. I feel like it's even better when a person puts in the effort. If it takes them a year or two to sculpt or whatever, to get on the right diet and do the right fitness regimen.
But
And
people
they go out
don't
there
have
and
that kind of time in their
Yeah, you do.
life.
It's overtime.
No.
You just gotta make
A half hour a day?
It isn't a
It's
half
not
hour
a
a day
half
for
hour.
2 years.
Think about how long y'all spent in the bathroom with makeup.
No time. I don't wear makeup.
But it's a lot of women that spend
I
at least a half in the
I wear
mirror.
makeup and it takes me like 15 minutes.
Now add another 15 minutes, boom.
You
gotta
said
work out.
workout.
No.
That's like
That's a
cardio.
15-minute
That's just the
workout.
beginning of
No,
cardio.
that's the cardio.
Dieting is the most important.
It's only.
I like eat right.
So you want us to eat right? Every day we look on TV, they got chicken nuggets.
I mean,
Or fried.
you got
fried-
you got cheat
Hamburgers.
Don't
You
look.
got me about to
Don't
name
watch
all type of
TV.
stuff.
Don't watch TV for them 2 years.
Wait, alright.
Every summer you gotta
No
take
will.
off.
No
Alright, so what about
television.
with the makeup?
I wanna. What do you mean?
in general, because
Get 'em
females don't
Tabasco.
like to look like
Get 'em
other
Tabasco.
females,
Yeah.
but y'all look different than what you naturally look like.
Catfishing out here in these streets.
I don't think that's true.
Listen.
First
Alright,
of all-
I'm speaking for the females that cake up.
How about saying
Yeah,
that?
but they're doing that for their own
Yeah, for
insecurities.
themselves.
If there's people who have craters or like really bad acne and they've
Understandable.
tried so much stuff.
Look at my face. Why not embrace the ugly?
How about saying
Not to say that I'm ugly, but why not
Just like
embrace
Because
the
it
ugly?
might be
Embrace the
easier
flaws,
for you when you like your skin is still clear, even if you get out. This was not a compliment. No, but like some people have real bad marks where
Yeah.
they don't want to go outside or let people see them like that.
Well, why?
I don't want to say.
Because
don't
of
feel comfortable
society.
doing it.
Yeah.
The same
Society
reason
puts
you
that
wore gray
pressure.
t-shirts to go outside when you were skinny.
But see,
Because it got cold.
It was cold in the summer.
but see,
No, but it is. It's
but see,
the
for
same thing.
but see, for me, the problem with that is, if you have blemishes on your skin or whatever the case, and you're insecure, I'll be empathetic or sympathetic with that. Fine. But when you're putting on makeup to the level where you look like a brand new person,
Wait,
that's catfishing.
what's catfishing is when y'all spray the hairline.
Listen,
That is catfishing.
Oh,
And you draw the white line to make it look mad nice.
Catfishing.
That's
A beard?
Yeah, because when you
It
shave
ain't
that
true.
thing off, you
I
don't
mean, it's a
look the
form of
same.
enhancement.
It
But
is a form.
I think
Not for me,
it's
then.
weird though to go to bed with somebody and she's like,
And
hold on, let me take my
let me
face
take
off.
my face off, and it's a totally
That's
different person.
crazy.
But you gotta remember, most people who girls go to that level, they already know.
Listen, if you
At
go,
some point, they know, and
Listen,
they done accepted it.
listen,
Yeah.
if you go from an 8 to a 3 and a
I'm
half,
about to say,
Well, then you already accepted it. It don't
And they're an
matter.
artist. You should appreciate their talent.
I'm gonna need you to draw that face on a canvas then and not on yourself.
It ain't if you go like
You
this.
got on Halloween day. No, let's make some money.
Cause that's scary. Like I'm like, oh snap! I met Shorty at the club. She was an 8, a good 8 and a half. Got home,
It was the drinks.
and this is a 2.5 now. This is a whole 2.5.
But look at you guys are pressuring right
Just about to
into
say
what
that.
we're talking
Exactly what I
about.
was about to say.
No, but it's not. You know why it's
Let
not?
me hear it.
You know why it's not? You know why it's not? I'm more concerned with the fact that you didn't let me make a decision
about
on whether or not I was still attracted to you without you putting on a whole brand new mask.
But it's not about you.
But it's not.
It is about me.
No, it ain't.
You attracted me with a mask on.
That's
I felt robbed.
advertising.
I felt robbed.
Wait,
I'm calling the police.
That's like with them little tissues and all that. You pull it
I'm
out.
calling
Still
911.
stuffing it, bro.
I know.
I don't know what y'all
Who's
got
still-
nowadays. I got butt pads and all that. I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
but-
out here in these streets.
I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it's all the pressure.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
at
crazy.
that point, there's no pressure. It's like you playing into your own insecurity at that point, and
No.
taking all the makeup on like that, and then when you look like a total different person, you just getting robbed.
Okay,
you
but then
robbing
it's the
somebody.
pressure
Makeup
to
playing
look beautiful.
people.
And then you're
Yeah.
saying when you take
It's
off
what
your
they
makeup,
think
now
is
you're
beautiful.
So they're 8 when they have their makeup on, they feel good, they feel comfortable. Then you're telling them they're 3, now they feel ugly and.
Now
You might be, but you might be a
But
3 with a great personality.
But
That
that's-
might bump you to a 5, 6.
nobody.
First of all, if it's gonna bump me, I need to be above a 7. Not no 5, 6.
That's a bump up. It's a bump up.
No, I need to be up.
Yeah, no.
Because then I also look at the fact that if you do have some acne problems or something like that that you're insecure about,
Dermatologist.
I'm being forced to decide I'm being forced later to decide whether or not I want to deal. I want to know if I should deal with this head up. Boom, right here,
Right,
first
right.
meeting, bomb.
Yeah.
This is me, take me as I am. I'm a cool chick. I got a couple bumps, but
No,
we
it's
out
not
here in
that
these streets.
easy.
It may not be easy
It
for
is
the
not
person.
that
It may
easy.
not be easy for the person who has to decide whether or not to make the makeup, to wear the makeup. But the problem is when you attract me
You
and you have a whole new
That's all the
face
basis
on.
of your look right then and there.
I'm going by what you look like when I
Well,
meet
you
you.
should have been up in my face. That's what you should have been all up in my face in the club. It's dark. What you trying to look at me for?
Listen, I need to know.
Well, look, I wear makeup just because I do makeup and I practice on my
There's
face.
nothing wrong with that.
But I don't feel like I have to wear
Right.
makeup.
Nothing wrong with that.
I
Yeah,
love
a lot.
bonnets and nothing, you know. I wear bonnets and just go barefaced all the time. But like I learn makeup so that if I wanted to go to a wedding or I can enhance my appearance, not look different, but like step it up a little
Listen,
bit.
I watched a
That's
video
it.
with
Like
Lauren,
a polish.
and the girl, she was darker in skin tone. She had a couple. She had a
Those
couple
don't
blemishes
count.
on her face.
Don't use those.
She had a couple. She had a couple of blemishes on her face, which is understandable, whatever. But she was darker in skin tone. By the time she was done, she was like 2 shades lighter,
Yeah.
and she went from like a 4 to a 10.
But let
That's a
me
new
say.
face.
But let me say
But
this
also-
That's a
also.
Dr. Miami face.
No, but in the Caribbean, they bleach, and that's not makeup nor nothing, and that's because dark skins are held at.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
They're lowered than
Yeah.
somebody my complexion
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
lighter.
That's
So
true.
Another
if
pressure.
I think that's
But
that's
look at
societal.
this. Look at how long
No,
we
yeah,
spent.
but
No, I
that
agree.
is completely different from that's a lot.
But look at how long we spent talking about girls wearing makeup and girls looking this way and girls looking that way, and nothing came up about y'all.
What do we do?
That's the point. Is
Yeah,
girls
that's what
with
it-
the
that's
pressure.
what it-
But that's what I'm saying. That's my point. Y'all could go out looking like who shot John,
Right,
and nobody
the
even
same
questioned.
Nah, y'all not giving us no
Oh,
credit.
yeah.
Y'all had a whole anthem about us being bums. Stop it. I don't want no.
That's one song.
That's an anthem. No.
And y'all came back and
That
had
lasted a
lasted
long 8 hours.
Listen, we get lines thrown at us all the time.
But what do y'all really have to go out of your way to do? Because
Listen,
Other than
guys,
a haircut.
if you let
even if they said it
wouldn't
wouldn't.
be
It's
personal
still
to
not the
them.
pressure because it's your own. You
Okay.
know.
No, we have a pressure. I think the societal pressure on us is it may not necessarily be to look great, but everywhere you look around, social media, Instagram, whatever. Oh, he gotta have money. He better have the bag. He better be a boss. He better be this. He better be that. If he ugly, he better have a big bag. Like
But
the pressure's.
But even with
The
that
pressure's
being
still
said,
there. It's materialistic. It may not necessarily be physical appearance, but
But that's
it's
also
like,
a personal.
oh, if you
preference.
ugly or if you a
You
3,
better have money.
you better have a couple $100,000 a year coming in. You better be driving the latest Benz. You better be driving the latest BMW. Your bag better be huge.
Society-wise.
No, because I was just agreeing. Like it's always like that whole stigmatism. Like, oh, you ugly, you gotta have money. Then like there's something to caveat the insecurity or the outward appearance or whatever. You know what I mean?
But that could be also looked at as personal, or
Society.
insecurity within them.
But it's necessary. I think it's society driven because most of the people, and I hate to say it, that you hear it coming from is the women in entertainment who are kind of leading the charge for, or think that they're leading the charge for other women who are fans of what they're doing, whether it be music, fashion, or whatever. But everything is, oh, if dude ain't got a bag, then this. If he's not this, then this. You rarely ever hear, oh, if the dude got a good heart, if the dude is doing this, the dude is doing that, then give him a shot. You always hear, get the bag, get the bag, get the bag,
That
get
is
the
true.
bag.
They don't talk about the
she
scientist
gotta
girls.
have
It's the
slim
Coca-Cola.
waist and a big butt and big boobs, and she gotta be able to
Light skin and
long
things.
hair that's real.
I resent that remark. I don't like light-skinned women like that.
I do, but
That's not my preference. It's not my
He said
preference.
I do, but you know what I'm saying.
It's not my preference.
That's a whole different.
Yeah.
It's not my preference.
Yeah, that's a
It's
whole
different
new.
though, but yeah.
I
I think women at the end of the day, we got it harder. That's okay.
I think you have a heart when it comes to saying stuff towards a guy. Cause I'm sure it's times when your husband stepped out the house, you're like, oh, you gonna wear that? You question how he looked. Like, is this how you
I
let
dress him all the time.
Oh damn.
That's because she don't trust his taste.
I feel like if you gonna go out, you gotta represent for both of us.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
a-
gonna make sure you're great.
So you are the societal pressure.
No,
You have just become the societal pressure
no,
in your household.
no. It's more representing me.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's just me.
I mean, he might have on a tee and some sweat and be chill.
Well, if he's going to chill, then fine. Wherever he
What
wants.
be on?
But if you're going to present yourself, then you gotta present yourself.
Understandable.
We have another co-host here. My nephew. Say hey. Say hi.
You gonna say hi to the camera?
You did all that, now you shy?
You gonna wave to the camera?
He's got his hand here.
There you go.
You gotta be as cute as this kid.
Exactly. There you go. Societal pressure.
There you go.
As cute as this kid here.
You got the
your
natural
baby look
curls.
crazy.
You hear me?
So
Yes.
I don't
Good job.
know.
Great.
I give it to you. Y'all got pressures.
We do.
Y'all got
The
some serious
most.
pressures.
No,
I
I
wouldn't say the most, but
The
y'all got
most.
some pressures. Y'all got some pressures.
They just put out there.
Because I see some questionables walking around here and they all the way booed up.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's
I don't know.
something for
I
everybody.
don't know.
Agreed.
No, I see a lot of questionables out there. It's a whole lot of 3s and 5s out there.
You
That's
with these
all the way
things,
booed up.
like,
That's all the way booed up.
That is true.
All the way booed up.
By your
That
kids,
tax time
people
come
have
around.
different, you know, those people to their
Attendance,
partners.
attendance,
That's
Make
okay.
up for everybody.
But Bruce, a while back, had brought up a really interesting point. He said you kind of change to your partner's preferences, or also like go with that. So in a relationship, I feel like yes, there are also additional pressures because now it's. I'll tell you one thing. Me and my partner have been together for 6 years. I gained so much weight, and he looks this big still. And every day I look at him and say, "How the hell are you still so thin?" And I'm like this, and it bothers me. So I'm always like, I be sitting on his lap, and that boy stopped breathing. I'm like, all right, now I go to the gym. Like something is not okay, but that's myself. Like looking at us together, I'd be like, all right, we used to look like this, and now.
That leads me to a question.
Right, it's starting to look a little
That leads me to a question.
different.
Why do we allow our insecurities to manifest themselves onto our partners? Because you kind of just gave an example of that. Of you start feeling so insecure about about how your partner perceives you. I think Anthony made a point about it as well. Is you looking at your partner and going, how, or I may not feel like you're attracted to me because like my own insecurity is making me feel like you're not attracted.
Because you didn't meet them like that.
Right.
Like.
But if they're still telling you you're beautiful, you're attractive, they're still giving you the same attention or affection that they've always given you, or something to that degree to show you that you're still attractive to them, why do we allow that insecurity to cause us to look at them and kind of force
Like
force an opinion that they never gave us? Like, oh, I feel like you don't think I'm cute anymore, even though you just told me 20 times this week how great I look.
I think because you just have your own personal standard at the end of the day.
I feel like in some cases though too, like maybe you just look to your partner for that little extra push. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you would, okay, you keep telling me I'm beautiful, yeah, but maybe I just want you to tell me I'm fat because so I could go to the gym. You know? Because nobody. You know what I mean?
I was telling Andrew when I lost weight, I was like, why didn't you guys tell me I was big?
Yeah.
I was texting all my friends, why didn't you guys tell me I was in? My mom was like, I did. I was like, no, I thought you were being rude.
They was letting you be little Shaq. That's it.
No, I
think
need to be great.
It hits different. Like when it's your partner telling you that versus somebody out in the street or whatever, somebody's opinion that you don't care about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But do you think it's worth it to actually start the process of realizing your own insecurity and just allowing your partner to enjoy who you are, and if you want to make a change for who you are, then
you do that? Yeah,
Just
But I feel like things don't always work like that. Like yes, okay, for yourself, you might say in your head, okay, I want to still look good for you. I want to still feel, like you are attracted to me. And yes, okay, sometimes you do project, but that's the person that you're the most comfortable with, most intimate with, that has seen you grow and change and transform, and you're like, damn, I didn't realize how much we had gone through, or like that kind of thing. So yes, sometimes we probably do project, but at the same time, it's like, you said age, or like we're getting older, gaining weight, I don't know, changing your hair. Like these are things that are really major, I guess. And then when you look at yourself, you're like, okay, I'm starting to let myself go a little bit, or I don't feel the same, I don't look like, when things start to change that way, I think it just hits different. It's just like,
I think that effort plays a part though, because say for instance, if you don't enjoy yourself, why stop me from enjoying you?
yeah, that's true.
I don't think that's.
I think that's what I'm thinking about. It's like I feel like we don't and I do agree with you. Like we get so entrapped in how we're feeling ourselves, or how we're feeling towards ourselves, that we don't think about it this way. But it's like we're projecting this idea onto our partner and taking away the fun that they're having with you as you are now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, we all like,
I'm just like, I'm happy.
No, because I'm sorry. Like I probably do it too, and I'm trying, and it's hard as heck. But I'm trying to start realizing that I'm just being insecure and just put it on myself instead of being like,
but that's
you don't
what
find me cute anymore, do you?
For.
To project though?
Well, no, like the support behind
Yeah.
it.
No, the support is there, but is the support easier to come by when you just say, you know what? I feel like I gained like 15 pounds. I think I need to lose a couple. I need some motivation, and boom, let them motivate you.
It could be opposite though, because you might gain 15 and they're like, great, I love it.
Yeah.
So it's how you
So
take
what?
it.
So what should they do in that moment then?
So
I think it depends on you. Like,
I'm about to say,
yeah.
I think it just depends on the significant other.
Yeah, like
really.
if you feel bad about it.
If it gained in the right places to you, then you might feel comfortable. Where it's like, okay, maybe I want to tone and now keep this.
So as a
figure.
partner.
That's the way she always.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it stopped recording. I don't know when.
What?
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
You hear me?
No.
It's alright.
Gee.
Don't wake
in
up
the
the
chat.
baby.
Imagine
So I don't know how
Yes,
much it. I don't know how much y'all got.
Sam's gonna be like, the whole thing was never recorded.
Yo, it was recording kind of because I checked at 10 minutes and it was still recording.
We'll see.
It's recorded now.
Yeah.
Yo, if y'all missed any of the video, we might have had some technical difficulties. We don't know. At one point, the video started to stop recording. So, quick disclaimer out there: there's a piece missing. I'm gonna try to put this thing together the best way I possibly can. You heard?
We gotta do a slice and dice.
That's what they call me on the cuts. That's what they call me, Mr. Cut and Cut.
No one calls you
Nobody.
No.
Don't know why I call you.
You see the dream killers? Societal pressures, right here, right here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just
Societal pressure 1 and 2.
I forgot what I. Yeah.
I mean, but but I think to answer that question though, I think there's two sides to that, right? It's like, I think for the most part, it's gonna be your appearance. Like if nobody knows who you are and they just see you walking on the street, they'll look at your clothes, whatever. Now, for people that's intimate with you, that know, like, and you come out with something different that you normally don't, then I think the questions are posed, like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on?
You
know?
good?
Yeah.
Everything alright?
Yo, I still got a couple dollars in the bank.
What about the question of interviews? Do men or women have it harder for a job? To get a job.
It depends on the job.
I think not only does it depend on the job. Not only does it depend on the job.
Hire anybody.
It also it doesn't only depend on the job. It doesn't just depend on the job. It also depends on the person who's doing the hiring.
Yeah.
Because if the person you're hiring, the person doing the hiring is a creep, all you gotta do is be semi-cute and you're getting the job.
Yeah.
That's true.
If he's a creep or she's a creep.
That's true.
But if you're going in there with somebody who's definitely on the up and up when they're doing their hiring process, I feel like women have it easier.
Then they ain't hiring.
I feel like women have it easier. Only reason why I say I think women have it easier because women tend to be a lot more in tune with what's needed and a lot more personable to be able to sit in an interview to have a conversation. And you see they being so rude. Terrible. But I think women have it a little bit easier because they're more in tune with being personable and knowing how to interview and saying the right things during the interview. And the personality usually shines through. I think guys are a little more awkward.
No, I never had a bad interview.
I've never. We cut from a different cloth. This is silk here. This is silk.
He had a bad.
It's silk. Some of y'all satin and Polynesian silk. It don't work. But but I think guys are not, and plus I don't think guys are as groomed when it comes to stuff like that. When it comes to having a one-on-one conversation with people, we happen to know a nice collection of guys who are. But when I was growing up, I didn't know a lot of guys that could walk into some of the interviews I had and be successful with getting a job after some of the interviews I've had coming up. Like, they weren't groomed that way. They didn't have the right mentorship coming in and showing them what the right thing to say. I don't know what it is about women. I think it's just a second nature for y'all to be able to be personable in a
That is
conversation.
not true. I literally talk to people for a living. Like, that is my job. I walk into an interview and I am sweating. I am stuttering. I am not flattering. It is not okay. Like, I interview terribly. How I've gotten jobs, I don't know.
See, and I feel like that. And I think this is one of those things that come with personal experience. Is that I'm surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
Because most of the people that I've known that have that problem or have had that problem, it's been guys. Just super awkward, super weird. They're not confident when they get into the room. It just gets weird in there.
Fake it till you make it. That's what I do.
All the women I've ever known have been phenomenal. Some of my best, approaches to interviews have come from women that I grew up around.
I think if we're sticking to kind of where we started, as a female, I think if you do go in and you're dressed a particular way and you do your hair and you maybe throw on a little makeup and you look presentable, because let me tell you, when I go in for an interview, I will doll myself up. If they tell me I got that job, next time you see me, I look like Sealy. So, you put some extra effort. So you do, like, we do have that moment where they're like, okay, this person, pretty privilege is a thing. Let's just put that on the table.
True. That's true.
It pays to be attractive. So when you want to market yourself, you do doll up a little more and be like, okay, they see this first before they open my mouth. But yeah, so you guys do that too. You make sure you make sure you're not wrinkled. You go. So I think a lot of times it might just boil down to the job that you're going for. You know what I mean? Like it depends on what you're doing. So either way, we have to look presentable. Either way, you have to doll yourself up. Either way, you have to be somewhat, because I don't know, if you walk in somewhere, you go for an office job and you got a snaggletooth and boogers hanging out your nose. They probably got a wrinkly shirt. They probably gonna be like,
I think hygiene all around that plays a factor.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I think one of the things that this whole conversation is revealing to me is that both sides have a great deal of pressure, but I feel like the pressure may come from different angles and day to day. Like I feel like females definitely do have it hard with having the perfect body, perfect hair. Your hair has to be straight and flowy, and it can't be short. And there's a certain picture that's painted of beauty. Even when you look at the Maybelline commercials and all that, there's a certain picture of beauty. They over the past couple of years, I think they've kind of give some variety and a little bit here and there. But for the most part, the stigma of what's beautiful for a woman still sticks.
Yes.
But I think for guys, it's more so if you can't make it with your looks, you better have the finances to back it. You can't be the ugly.
I don't know,
You
because
can't be the ugly
dudes
guy.
out here doing a lot.
There are, but what you hear in entertainment or what you hear in the media is if you don't look good, you better have the bag.
But then y'all still don't get the bag and y'all still don't look good. So then what we left with?
Listen,
A bum.
And guess what? They still like.
I mean, you
That's
still
why it's hard to speak for a male because like I'm not an insecure person. I was, but I'm not an insecure person. You know, group of people could tell me I'm ugly. I know how I look.
Hey, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Ain't no shame.
I've had people tell me I'm ugly, and I'm like, but I'm smarter than you, so who cares?
I'll tell her, let me see your
I hit with that all the time.
That's very beautiful.
I will be an ugly smart dude any day of the week. Call me ugly, I'm probably smaller than the person that called me
Beauty's
ugly.
in the eye.
I think just following what you said at the end of the day, our pressures are more presented and your pressures are there, but they're just
But I think we do that to ourselves because
Under.
again, we don't want to show that. Oh, my cuticles are messed up. I feel insecure.
yeah.
My
'Cause
shape
guys
up
like to
twisted.
guys like to come later or when nobody's there.
Guys, it is okay to get manicures and pedicures, and
It
I
is.
really
Facts.
think you should
Facts.
do that. Just
Get
so you
them
know.
done
I approve that message. That's a
It is okay.
facts.
It does not make you gay.
at all.
We'll talk about that one day.
Yeah, because that
That's a
definitely.
whole other-
I think that's something that we definitely need to discuss because there's a whole lot of stuff that if you do it, you automatically
Suspect.
You
Yeah.
suspect. You
And
it
it's
gotta
just
be a
basic
pause moment
grooming.
and like
Basic grooming.
oh you cleaned under your nails.
Yeah.
Like you cleaned under your nails. How dare you? You might be a little bit man.
And
listen.
you know, no lie, this guy gave me my money and his nails was black.
Twisted.
No, they was all black underneath, and I was just like,
That is not a
thank you. Like
That's
so.
probably the first thing I look at somebody's hands.
Yeah,
If
so
your
there's
hands
nothing
is dirty.
dirty.
Well, I remember being in the gym and getting laughed at because I had gloves. I was working out with gloves.
What?
They said it wasn't manly.
But who wants
Like the
calluses?
ones they use for that?
Yeah. They said it
Yeah.
wasn't manly, so it's like.
That is the most manly. You
I
don't
didn't
want your
care,
hands to
but-
hurt.
Whoever laughed deserved to be roasted.
He said, but I didn't care. No, but for real, who wants calluses?
Yeah.
I don't.
Who wants your hands looking like you did construction all your
All
life and
your
never
life.
worked a day in
You
construction?
don't even know how to sweep. Look.
Like, it makes no sense.
I was in the gym though.
Absolutely no sense.
That's funny.
I think. Who you think we covered this alright?
No, because we ain't fighting. Nah.
You want to fight? What you want to fight?
Dear,
about?
it's like,
Now, honestly, thinking about it, society-wise, you have it worse. But
I just think because how advertised it is.
our
Like,
stuff is so suppressed like within ourselves because we don't want to show it.
I think y'all have it, it's different hardness. Like, y'all have it as far as, like, you gotta be the manly man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then women's gotta have the outer appearance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we got the, oh, you too emotional.
Yeah.
Which I think guys are more emotional.
Me too.
oh yeah, no, you
They
guys
are.
You don't have to think.
They can be.
You are.
What you mean they can't? Like, wait a
You didn't
minute.
hear me? I was like, no, you are.
You emotional. Oh, you.
We're gonna talk about that in another episode. So I think we want to make sure that y'all chime in the comments,
No, take a bite.
or we're gonna have the little cute kid come get you.
Okay, go.
That's gonna be the consequences if you don't jump in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all of y'all, our lovely attractions. That's what I'm calling y'all from now on. Hey. Y'all already know.
I like that.
My lovely attractions. See y'all in the next one.
All right.
Peace.